Hello, land. All right, so I'm doing this video as once again I'm walking, but I am so happy to be walking because it's a beautiful day, right? Um, I want to share what is happening with my hubby for those of you who have been so amazing, kind, awesome, loving, beautiful family of mine. Okay, so here's the thing. As of, was it Monday? It was Tuesday. All right. Tuesday, I did get the $650 that was needed to pay it's called a purge bond, but it's not. Anyway, because it was different in this situation. However, what I did was I was able to secure the $650. Thank you to beautiful donations from you all. And I paid it. I had to first come to the Henrico or whatever. I'm not going to go into it. Child support enforcement. I had to come there and I had to pay in cash, and then I had to get a receipt. And the process from that is you get the receipt, and then you take the receipt to juvenile and domestic court. Once you get there, they then record the payment into their system. And then once it's all said and done, like it doesn't take long, but you know, the clerical process, then they notify the jail, who then says he has satisfied everything, and they release him. That was on Tuesday. I got the money. I paid it. Wednesday, because everything closed by the time I got there. Wednesday. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry. Wednesday, I came to child support, and Tuesday I went to child support. Wednesday I went to juvenile domestic court, showed them the receipt. Sorry, I was getting off track. Upon finding that out, in the meantime, since Monday, I had been trying to call our court-appointed attorney to let him know the situation, because he may have needed to come to court or to the jail upon release, right? So I did all of that without the attorney. I left him message after message after message. He did not get back to me. When I went to juvenile domestic and I paid the fee, or not, I'm sorry. Wow, I'm like loopy. I've been doing this all day today. Sorry. Okay, when I went to juvenile domestic, showed them the receipt, and they stamped received. They then looked at me and they said, "I'm sorry, Mrs. Seiler, your husband is going to have an extended stay." Yeah. I don't understand it. I was like, what? So I was like, what do you mean extended stay? You know, I was like, it's satisfied. Everything is paid. I said, on top of that, the interest or the arrears balance. So the original case is closed. The arrears balance is actually interest that DCSE did not take off when they gave him a $20,000 credit 7 years ago. Okay. Like I said, we've been in and out of court for a very long time. I've been in court for like 50% of my adult life right now. So anyway, they were like, well, no, he has to stay in. He has to serve the extended stay. I'm like in tears, crying, not knowing what to do because I've paid everything, let alone the amount of money I've had to pay just for him to make phone calls. And like everything costs money when you're in jail, everything. So I have been literally every bit of money I've got, it's either going on the phone or to his whatever in there. I've lost like $30. For some reason, the jail took $30 canteen at one point. I mean, it's like all this crazy stuff, right? So today, I was like, no. So yesterday, because he gets visits on Thursday and Sunday, and he has not been able to get through on the phone to me because the phones are voice recognition, right? And he tries to make a phone call, but for some reason it doesn't recognize his voice, so then it cuts off. So he's only made one phone call to me since Sunday of last week, and today I had a 30-minute visit with him, okay? And in that visit, he's like, look, I'm just stuck in here. It's nothing you can do. I accept it for what it is. It was very monotone because yesterday he said he got really mad. He just didn't know what was going on. And because the last thing I had said to him on Sunday was that I'm going to get you out. I'm paying it, blah, blah, blah. God's working. So today I saw him and he was just like very somber, not depressed, but somber. And I had to get him new glasses because he didn't have his glasses because, somebody took them and he couldn't read his Bible without his glasses because he couldn't see, right? So I had to buy him new glasses. And I'm like, holy cow. And then he let one guy use his phone minutes, so I had to put more money on his phone. So I'm like, stop being nice. No offense. I know that's what we're supposed to do. But I was like, I can't afford it. So anyway, I talked to him, have a visit, right? In the meantime, his daughter, my stepdaughter, she was texting me. And I said, I don't think there's anything I can do. I'm upset. I don't know what to do. And she was like, well, what is it going to take? And I said, I don't know. I said, I think your mom needs to write a letter because at this point, nobody's listening to me. I said, I think she needs to write a letter, wiping the debt away, just getting rid of it. I don't know. She tells me this, and I leave the jail after visiting him. She texts me back saying her mom did that. Now, you have no idea what a huge miracle that was. Like, huge. Like, only Abba could work in a person like that. Only Abba could heal the past pain, the anger, and the hostility of years of built up, anger and viciousness towards another person. And she was doing it for her daughter, but at the same time, for that to happen was amazing, no short of a miracle, let me tell you. So I just left child support enforcement, where I had walked over to juvenile domestic court. I told them she wrote the letter and signed it, because at this point he would be in jail for nothing. There's no case. She doesn't want money. It's all done, right? So juvenile domestic, because I poured my heart out and told them the whole story, the woman was super nice. And she's like, look, this is what you do. Make sure they fax the letter over ASAP. Okay? So I'm like, okay. And I'm staying at my sister-in-law's. So they're like 2 blocks from the office. And it's nice today. So I walk, right? So then I go up. They can't tell me any information because I'm not on the case. I'm not allowed to be talked to. And my husband can't give me permission because my lawyer or his lawyer will not contact us to be able to take the piece of paper into the jail and physically get it signed to give it back to me so that I can take it back and be able to have access to the entire account. Okay? So she looks and looks and looks. She's like, I can't tell you any direct information. I said, I know. I said, my job was just to walk in and say, if there was a letter, would you please make sure it gets faxed today to the court? So she reviews the case. And she looks up and she says nothing else. But I think everything is going to work out. Now, I have no clue what that means. I don't know if it means works out as in May 25th when he gets out, or works out as they're going to let him go. Because he has... you have to understand the gravity of this situation, okay? He isn't in jail with criminals. People that actually did things, okay? He's done nothing wrong. A. B, you know, it's nasty, he says. They've locked him up, and there's basically no reason for him to be there. None whatsoever. They've got him in this place where he slept on the floor because they're so overcrowded they had no beds. He slept on the floor for like 15 days. Okay? He just got a cot like 4 days ago. Seriously. A cot. He said this morning, or no. Yeah, he said this morning, he's like, I watched a guy who stabbed 2 people and laughed about it walk out. And he was only here for 30 days. That says something about our government. So I was praying today because I was early for my visit. And I was praying and I'm walking around. I was at the top of the parking deck because it was so nice. And I'm doing circles on the top of the parking deck praying and just speaking the word, just speaking the word out and praying. And I'm just like, Abba, I want to know your government. I want to understand your government, because I think at some point in time, you had intended for the government of heaven to mirror the government of the earth. But it never quite got that way. It never quite came out the way it was supposed to, right? And I'm just praying, and I pray, send angels of legislation to fight on my husband's behalf, right? Send angels that will minister to him while he is in the place. Send angels to war for his case in the spirit, Abba. And I believe, and I know that he sent those angels right now. So what I'm asking for at this point, because my lawyer still will not contact me. It has been 3.5 weeks. Okay? I'm asking for prayer. Okay? For him to receive unusual favor. With everything. Anybody he comes into contact with. I'm asking for prayer for this case to be wiped away, null and void, so that he can have a life. This has been hanging over his head for 20 years. He's never been allowed to own a car. He's never been allowed to, other than renting houses or whatever, he's never been allowed to have things in his name because of this crazy debt. And he never, in a long story, he never owed $30,000 child support. That was not the case. However, that's always been on his head throughout the years. He's never had a driver's license that was not restricted because of this. So I believe God wants to vindicate him. And Abba told me last year, before we went into this year, that this year would be the year of his vindication. And that this debt would be wiped away. Well, that's basically what happened today. So, hallelujah. I am praising Abba right now about that part. But I'm still asking for prayer that whatever paperwork needs to get shuffled through, whatever needs to happen, let it be quick and speedy. And I'm praying that my husband does receive revelation as to, the whole why. I mean, he knows why I was there. He knows this was Abba. He knows that was to break off things that he was not letting go of. He said he felt physically great today, which is amazing. He's lost, I don't know, they gave him new clothes today because he lost a whole pant size and shirt size since he's been in there, which is good. It's good, trust me. And yeah, I'm just praying that this will come to a close quickly, because Abba told me that he won't be in there for the full 3 months. He told me that. He said, I'm not going to leave him in there for 3 months, but it's up to him when he wants to get out. So I think my husband, after today's visit, he's pretty somber, and he knows. And he seemed like he had submitted to Abba more today than I'd seen him. But I'm just praying that at this point, because I have been doing so much running back and forth, I am praying that it would be quick and speedy, his release. But the beautiful other testimony I have is that our kids and family in general, especially our kids, Abba's laying a new foundation for our family, and that is the most beautiful thing ever. I mean, you have no idea. No idea. Our family needed a lot of healing. There was a lot of hurt and destruction that I caused, and my husband caused some too. We're both guilty, but we have been praying for over 2 years for restoration and healing and the rebuilding of our family. And he's doing it right now. So that is a beautiful thing. So I'm praying for his release so that all of our children could be together when he comes out those doors. And he would just see that Abba did not leave him or forsake him. See that Abba was working a miracle the whole time he was in there. And just know and trust him like never before. It's going to change his relationship with the Father. So, yes. And I just want to say thank you. I love you all so much. You have been a huge, huge support system to me. You have been amazing in every way. And I am truly grateful. It's definitely changed this channel and changed how I do some things. Not that it was in a bad way, but it's just a new revelation. So I love you. Thank you. And, I'm praying for you guys too, because Abba has commanded me to continue to pray for all those who need prayer, because we're all in the process like this. We just have different situations. So yeah. All right. Thank you, guys.